Wasps are sociable insects, living in colonies with up to 10,000 workers. Imagine how many wasps are in just one nest living in your house. Although each wasp builds nests that differ in size, space, and the overall structure, the process of constructing them is typically the same. Common ingredients? Wood. Louisiana gigantic nest. Watch this granddaddy of all hornets' nests bravely removed by a Louisiana exterminator. Jude Verrett, a professional exterminator in Patterson, Louisiana, set up a GoPro camera to catch a fantastic footage of him removing a giant hornet's nest from his shed. It's possible that the sound alone will make you cringe. They're slamming that camera lens hard in an attempt to sting it. If you're wondering if Verrett got stung, he says he usually does. But this time, no, he lucked out. The wasp nest in a car. Again, we're going to Louisiana with Jude Verrett, the resident wasp and bee expert. He's been called to a property to look into a possible honeybee hive. Of course, Jude notices right away that this isn't a beehive. It's a wasp nest. A massive nest. There are yellow jackets flying all around the car, and they've successfully turned a Chevrolet into a house. As you can see, it's pretty bloody impressive. These wasp queens indeed had the best worker in the building, such as a massive nest inside the car. Also, let's not deny the fact that they are brilliant too. They know exactly where's the best spot to build their home.
Oh man, what's this in the back seat?
An 8-foot wasp nest in a barn. Have you ever seen a massive nest in your barn? The big one, to be specific. In this video, you'll see the incredible size of the nest and the massive number of yellow jackets in the barn. Phillips Pest Control out of Alabama reports that this is one of the largest yellow jacket nests they've ever had to deal with. And that is indeed kind of a huge nest to deal with. 22-foot wasp nest. The residents of San Sebastian de la Gomera in the Canary Islands call the cops after spotting a swarm of wasps buzzing around an abandoned property. The homeowners were unable to locate it. Authorities entered the house, unaware of what they were about to discover. A 22-foot wasp covered in yellow jackets flying all around in the corner awaits. Imagine getting one foot stuck within the nest. You'd lose your foot right away, and the nest would then swallow you whole. Experts think this is an invasive species of wasp that migrated from Africa. It was home to millions of wasps and the most alien-looking nest ever. Six-foot-long wasp nest in an abandoned building. A massive wasp nest was discovered in an abandoned workshop in China. The nest was almost 6 feet long and hung on the ceiling of the building. Whoa! People discovered the nest in Changshu, Guangxi, Zhuang. Fortunately, there were no wasps inside the massive structure. The nest is believed to have been created 1 or 2 years before it was discovered. Footage showed men taking photos and examining the giant wasp nest. The nest almost resembled a bundle of beige fabric dangling from the ceiling. What about wasps sleeping on the bed? Imagine thousands of wasps making their home in your bed. Would you still consider it a bed? You probably wouldn't. The estimated 5,000 insects had chewed through the mattress and pillows to build the nest, which was 3 feet wide and 1.5 feet deep of a woman's bed. Pest control expert John Burkett, who was called to get rid of the massive nest of stinging bugs, said he had never seen anything like this in more than 4 decades on his job. John, who runs Longwood Services Exterminators, used a chemical spray to kill the insects during a 2-hour operation. Afterwards, the entire room was filled with dead wasps. It was like the apocalypse. And guess what? There's more.
2 the other day. Okay, he's still there. Oh God. All right.
Britain's monster-sized wasp nest. A nest of wasps roughly the size of a vehicle was discovered in the attic of a tavern. Is this the world's largest wasp nest? The world record-breaking infestation, which was nearly the size of a smart car, was discovered in the nameless pub's chimney stack before being removed by pest controller Sean Whelan. The 6-foot by 5 feet nest in Southampton Ants was 15 times bigger than the UK average and home to up to 500,000 wasps. And that's a lot of wasps. Pest controller Sean Whelan said, It was without a doubt the biggest nest he has ever seen.
After getting the nest home, just like I do with any of my other nests, just take my time and vacuum up as much of the adults off of the comb as possible.
Walter Well Yellowjacket's nest. The well in this video is kind of a nightmare. This nest occupied space for about 4.5 feet high inside this wall, and it's very challenging to remove. This species is a Vespula vulgaris, and they are typically a cavity nest building species that decided this underground well as their prime real estate building. Clever wasps.
There's a big clump of envelope and a little bit of comb at the bottom of there. Just break it up and let it get sucked up into the vacuum.
Massive nest inside the ceiling. The massive nest was located just above the garage ceiling in a nursery floor space of this house. A hole was cut through the drywall, exposing this 4.5 foot long by 22 inches wide and 20-inch tall nest. What you see upon opening the wall is just the bottom surface. What do you think it looks like on the inside of it?
Seeing those active, sterile females.
Big as a car wasp nest. Massive wasp nests as big as a car are appearing in Alabama again, and it's called a perennial yellowjacket nest. Scientists issued a buzzworthy warning to Alabama residents. Thousands of wasps are making the state home in what are called perennial yellowjacket nests.
Man, you need to call you an exterminator, dude.
Oh no, I ain't get rid of my pet.
They may seem small on an individual basis, but remember, if you push that nest workers into their limit, the whole swarm could be on you within seconds. The consequences will be severe. All right, which of these massive nests terrify you the most? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel. And while you're here, why not check out our other videos?